Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, wherever you are on this beautiful, whenever you're watching this YouTube live now here. I'm gonna first share all that stuff on Twitter and all that things, and people can join us to see what we can talk about. An AMA. Let's talk about everything and more. Let's see if I can do this over here. Yep. And we'll make a hashtag Bitcoin tweet. Yep. Let's see if people are already awake in Europe, because in Europe I think it's really early, isn't it? Yeah, it's really early. Let's see if people are slowly streaming in. It is an AMA, so you can ask whatever you want, of course. Okay, that's done. That is done. That is done. That is done. Peter B, good morning. Goedemorgen, Peter. Peter is the first one coming in. Can I see? I had 13 viewers at the moment, so we have some people in. Maybe we can even later do some really cool charts and all that stuff if you want. But now let's talk about life a little bit more, because we are in Thailand at the moment. If there is anyone in here that has any questions about the life that we're living in Thailand and why we are not in Portugal at the moment, then please shoot your questions today, because that's why I'm doing it on this beautiful Friday. I'm preparing some stuff so that there is some charts that I can view, can share with you a little bit later as well. Over here, and that one, and over here, this one. That's the beautiful part of a streaming software. You can do all that stuff, and then charts will be over here, like that. Bam, like that. Oh, I like that as well. Bam, like that. Bam, like that. All these possibilities. Now, guys, what can I do for you today? Is there any cool questions? Good morning, Taga. Good morning, Peter. Good morning, DVO. Mellow. Good morning, all of you. I'm coming in from Thailand, Phuket. We arrived 6 weeks ago. Needed to get us settled in for 2 weeks, but now we are settled in and we really like Thailand at the moment. It's really beautiful to be here again, the crypto community, to meet all the people again. Yeah, it's just a beautiful time to spend during the winter time in Europe, because yeah, we are not like really winter people. We tried 1 month skiing last year. Was a success, but it's like really cold, it's like really cold. Good morning, Den Haag. Where are we all from? Goedemorgen, that will be Limburg. Paul, Phil, good morning. Yeah, I can open some charts. If you guys want that, I will open some charts. I prefer to talk about Bitcoin in the bigger picture, because the short-term charts are not really interested at the moment. It's really kind of boring, between 16 and 17K going sideways. Again and again, I will be repeating, and people will always be telling me that I'm fucked up crazy. But I will tell it now again, because there is moments in Bitcoin that we definitely know, that's that we are near the bottom, or that we already saw the bottom. And these moments are the moments to be buying. And it's very stupid that people at that moment just don't believe us anymore, and I can understand it like a little bit, because we were the ones that said, yeah, Bitcoin would go to 100K, and we were not completely right. We only went to 70K from 3K. We only went times 23. So now the whole community is like, they're all scammers. They can't even predict the exact Bitcoin price. No, we can't. But there is one thing that we can do, and that is like look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture, you can even see it. We had a bull market. We have a huge bear market. We crashed more than 75%. And we are bottoming out, because nobody is willing to sell their Bitcoins anymore. That's what we see now happening on chain, that people are not selling anymore. And if they are selling, there is more buying power than there is selling power. So this is indicating that we are very close to the bottom. And in my opinion, we already saw the bottom, like 15,600. But we could fall to 14K, which people are still expecting. But when we were 3K, people also expected we would go to 1K or to 800 euros, and we never went there. We just bam, from 3K to 5K to 6K to 9K to 70K. So that could happen as well. So it's both possibilities. But however you look at it, it is a beautiful moment to be buying your Bitcoins and to adding to portfolio in all kinds of ways, guys. So even if you bought 40K or 50K, to dollar cost average, this is the right moment to buy because you have one Bitcoin of 40K, one Bitcoin of, let's say, 16K. So in total, for two Bitcoins, you paid 56K. And if you divide 56K by two, then the average price is 28K. So all the profit you will be making is on average above 28K. If you buy two Bitcoins now at 16K, that's 32K, and one at 40K, that's 17K, divided by three, you're already at 23K as a dollar cost average price. So that is how you lower the price that you bought. So that is an option. And for all the newcomers that are now stepping into the market, they are just stepping in on the perfect moment into the market. You should be buying Bitcoin now, right at this moment, and keep buying, because there will be a super bull cycle again after this, and it can take a year or 1.5 year. I believe it will start the end of 2023, all the way up into 2024, and in 2025 we will see a huge blow off top again. So that's a 1.5 year bull cycle like we've seen all the times. So that's why I would be buying now, because if you buy now, you buy near the bottom, and you have the biggest upside opportunity of making profits. So for example, maybe I can share a chart with you guys. Like, I would love to share this chart over here. Now, if you look at this chart, I think it's like you see a whole list of charts, and so we can scroll through a few of these charts, but just to show you what I mean, it's like every time when Bitcoin does this, you make this cup, you make this kind of a cup. So we go to the bottom and we come up again. We go to the bottom and we will come up again. So if you buy here, yes, it's a little bit more expensive than you buy here, and also a little bit more expensive than you buy here. But if you believe that Bitcoin will retrace to these kinds of level of 50K and 39K, you're making a shitload of profit. And that is what all these charts that I talked about yesterday in the video is showing us. Yes, we have a very long net recapitulation phase of 204 days. That's the double almost as the previous times. But it doesn't matter. That doesn't mean that we won't go up again. Of course we will go up again. And when we go up, we will be going up massively, in my opinion, to new all-time highs. And that means that we are making a lot of profit. So these charts, they just tell us exactly what I've been telling you for a long time now. Here, I think this one is the most clear one. Yes, we have this high period that we had. Wow, we're going to be billionaires, millionaires, trillionaires. We're going to buy Lamborghinis, all that shit. And then we get the bear market where people are like, Bitcoin is not doing what it should be doing because they only believe in the monetary part of Bitcoin, not in the revolutionary part where it disrupts the whole monetary system and creates a new one that is going to give the control back to the people. That is what most people are not in this industry for. Most people just want to make a shitload of money. And for those people that want to make a shitload of money, they want to see this enlightenment. And they will be buying in the alignment levels. And that is exactly too late, in my opinion, because if you really believe that Bitcoin will go up, you should be buying here. You should be buying at these bottom areas, because then you won't need to worry and doubt in this enlightenment area, because you're already making profit, and you keep buying all the way up to that next bull run top. So these charts, they just are very powerful in showing you how Bitcoin has moved in the last couple of years, guys. And I think it's not stopping anywhere. It's just going to be bigger, better, rougher, tougher. Without a ways, without a name, there is nothing other. What is it like? I don't know the lyrics anymore. Now I'm gonna check the questions, guys. Question about Thailand. Thailand is a visa. In Thailand, a visa at the moment, guys, you get 45 days on entry. So that's 15 days extra, and then you can extend with 30 days and one more time with 30 days. So then you have in total like around 100 days. 105 days, and then you need to leave the country and come back to do the same thing again. So you could get another 100 days. You could also go for the educational visa, which allows you to stay for 1 year in Thailand. So you go to a school in Thailand. It's very creative how you go to school, and you get a visa for 1 year. So there's many possibilities. I'm not a visa expert. We are looking into what to do as well, because we kind of are even thinking about maybe staying a little bit longer in Thailand than we intended, but nothing is sure yet. Yeah, so you can stay as long as you want, Peter. You can also do these border runs, so you will be like occupied for a day. So from Phuket, the van takes you in 4 hours time to the border. You cross the border, you come back into the border. It's all organized. You don't need to do anything, and then you go 4 hours back in the van, and you have your visa extended again with 45 days. And that one you can extend again with 30 days and a 30 days. So it's very simple. It's all well organized here, so it's all possible. Keep calm and hodl. Yes, very good one. Greetings from New Zealand. Hey, Mr. Barefoot Berry, welcome again. Harold, we have they're selling their house. They're going to sign at the notary. Okay, that's a very good question. How to buy bitcoins without being noticed too much? So your money will probably be on your bank account, and there is. I will make a short video soon because I tweeted yesterday and I asked the community where do you buy your non-KYC bitcoins, and there were a few possibilities that I never saw before. So I'm gonna dig into them and make a video about it, because if you buy it Bitwavo in the Netherlands, I would not recommend that. One of my family members did that, and it took them a lot of work to get all the money out because they need to prove they're overvalued. They need to prove all that shit. It's their money, and then to get it out, it was very difficult. So now I wouldn't recommend that in the Netherlands. So there is other options. I will make a video as soon as possible, guys, because there's a lot of people asking this. So very good question. People going to 16K, to 10K, to 12K, to 14K, to 18K. Yes, a lot of people think that. I'm not one of those people. I'm more at the positive side of the story. I think there is a huge selling pressure already because of all what happened with FTX, with Celsius, with Luna, with all the shit that happened in the market. I think a lot of people already left the market, and I think the people that are here now, they are not willing to sell anymore. So there is not that much selling pressure to be sold. Another bankrupt exchange or something could change this, of course. Like if Huobi, for example, at the moment, would fall, yeah, maybe that could drop the price to 14K, but I just feel the same like we were around 3-4K in the bear market in 2019, and people were wishing, hoping, shouting, making videos of Bitcoin going to $800. We never went there. Like it's that's why dollar cost average takes away the doubt. So you just start buying now. And if you go lower, you buy a little bit more. And if you go not a little bit more lower, you buy a little bit more. And if we go higher, you keep buying, and then until you know that the halving is happening in 2024. You still know that from that moment we will go times 3 or 4 maybe. So you still will be making profit on the last bitcoins you bought around March, April 2024, in my opinion. So this period, you need to zoom out, look at the bigger picture. This period, the bottom of that lake that I'm always talking about, this is the period you buy. And it doesn't mean you need to buy the perfect bottom, but you buy going to that bottom and going out of the bottom. If you buy in that cup bottom, you are always going to be in profit, and that's the secret. We will not be perfectly timing the perfect bottom and top, but we know when we are near, and that's the moments you take your profits. Yes, Bitcoins on street, like peer-to-peer, that is what I believe is the best. I call it Bitcoin going local again. Like we had a website, localbitcoins.com, where that was possible before, and now it's all KYC regulated. But I think people should open Facebook group, Telegram groups, and just hook up with each other and say, hey, let's have a coffee. I'm willing to pay you a little bit euros for your bitcoins, or I'm willing to pay bitcoins for your euros, and then just exchange peer-to-peer like a Bitcoin community. We don't need banks. We are decentralizing the world so that we take the power back to the people. And if we want to take the power back to the people, we people should unite and help each other with exchanging bitcoins, because we believe that money is the real money, and it's our money that we have control on. We don't want to have that money in control of all those idiots in suits that think that they know the opinion of the people because they are politicians, but they aren't. They are stupid. Now, no, I don't hear anything about a vaccine requirement for Thailand. I don't think there is any vaccine requirement for Thailand. We came in without PCR test, without vaccination, without anything. So we just traveled in. It was completely simple to travel in, and there was no issues at all. There was no questions at all. There was nothing. You will need 2 shots to enter? I don't know. I didn't hear anything about 2 shots to enter. At the moment, Thailand is completely open. So if that will happen, then we will definitely leave Thailand very quickly. Yeah, education visa, long term. You don't need an income. You're schooling. You're a student. So it's like 40,000 or 50,000 baht. So that's about $1,700 per year, and then you have that educational visa, and you can stay for a year. You don't need to leave the country and all that stuff. Starting from 2025, central banks are allowed to keep up to 2% of their reserves in crypto. That could not be huge. That will be huge because banks start to understand the power of what we created as the people. They understand that Bitcoin is massively better money than they have ever had themselves. So they need to get grip and control on that money because else we will keep grip control on that money. So we need to keep control on that money by buying it and not having the opportunity for the banks to buy it. And don't buy it at the banks because then they will be your custodial service and then they will treat it the same like fiat and normal money. Your money that is now in the bank account, if you read the small letters, it's not your money. You lend that money to the bank. They can do whatever they want with that money. It's not your money. You're a creditor of the bank. The same thing happens if you buy bitcoins with your bank account and you have them custodial serviced by your bank. It's not your bitcoins. They own the bitcoins. You lend them to the bank. So people need to wake up and understand the difference. Taipan. Thanks, Didi. The difficulty from Angel, the difficulty from Bitvavo, if you buy like 4 or 5 bitcoins, for example, on Bitvavo, so that would be like around 100k, and you want to withdraw those bitcoins, then Bitvavo is going to ask you a lot of questions. So they're going to ask you, where does the money come from? Is it really overvalue of selling your house? So can you prove that? All that stuff, all these questions. I don't think that people need to be doing that because they don't ask those questions when you deposit that money. When you deposit that 100k, then there is no questions. But when you get them out, then the questions come. So that's not good, in my opinion. What about the Bitcoin village in Portugal? Brigitte, good question. The plan is still there. The people that are still in Portugal are still working on the land and all that stuff. Of course, it doesn't go as fast because I'm not there every day anymore. But what can I say about that? It's like at the moment our kids are growing up. They are 17, 15, 12. I need to spend more time with my family and to also give them the life that they deserve instead of only focusing again on my dreams and creating villages and all that stuff. So it won't be going that fast as it always has been going. But I'm still working on the background on a few projects that soon, when people start to become bullish again, we will come out with some more news and everything. Because if you come out with news now, it's all bearish and people don't want to believe it and people are depressive and all that stuff. Ooh, we are losing viewers. That's like really terrible. Only 56. You know that there was a time we had like 200 to 500 to maybe even 1,000 people watching. There's not many today. Maybe too early. What do you think will be the next country that will adopt Bitcoin? I think Brazil at the moment is completely talking about it, and there was one European country. Which one was it? They are talking about making the legal tender. So yeah, I believe that one is also possible. The vaccine requirement was announced yesterday. Jason, maybe that is announced towards the Chinese people at the moment, not to be discriminating, but I think Thailand wants to open the border to Chinese people, and China even is opening the border now for Chinese people to go to Thailand, I think. And I think they should do something with requirements, but I don't know for sure. It's not completely. Okay. Have you had a good year? Yes, we have always a good year. Johnny Frikandel. All my years are good because I eat a lot of frikandellen. I love frikandellen. We eat frikandellen everywhere we go. We even ate frikandellen. That's a Dutch snack, guys. Here in Thailand. In Patong, we had frikandel. Frikandel speciaal. Do not know. I will never vaccine. I have never been vaccinated. We will never vaccinate. We won't even buy a fake vaccination passport because I don't want to be a number in a database that is supporting those numbers that are vaccinated. So no, we are completely, let's say, anti-vax when it comes to that, because I've seen how many sporters are dying at the moment, how many young athletes are dying, fit athletes are dying, and blood clottering and all that stuff. But yeah, other discussion than Bitcoin. What is your thought? Ben on LSK. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I don't hodl them, so I haven't looked into it. Yes, I need to make the video so that people understand. Engel, wat vind je van de fiscale fuik crypto? Hey, wat vind je van de fiscale fuik? What do you mean with fiscale fuik crypto-eigenaar? I don't understand what you mean with that. Fiscale fuik. I don't understand what you mean. Can you rephrase the question so I can answer it? Nobody expects it. My grandma is keeping saying that it's going under 10k. And last time my grand told me about Cardano stop, so BTC is not going under 10k. Yeah, that's a good one. Never trust your grandma. Never trust your grandma. Since 2009, Nabil, that's a long time, man. If you hodl bitcoins in 2009, yeah, maybe you even, didn't spend them on pizzas. Yeah, and then you have a shitload of bitcoins at the moment. When do you get back to Portugal, Harold? We are thinking when to go back. We are even thinking into extending Thailand a little bit more to April, and maybe in April go back to Portugal. We are still discussing: is the Bam Bam bar going to be open again or not? Because it felt also, to be very honest, at the end as a golden cage where I needed to be to spend time with a lot of people, educating them and still not listening to me. So there was a lot of fun, but if I do it, I need to do it properly in a different way with different people that are really Bitcoin minded and that really can support me in running a Bitcoin Bam Bam bar. So a decentralized way. So that's the only option that there is left. Certain websites for apartments, house to rent in Thailand. Airbnb. Airbnb is really expensive. Don't rent through Airbnb. Everything that you find at the moment here in Airbnb, it's mostly apartments and houses that Western people like Russians or Dutch or German people rent for a year and then put on Airbnb to make profit. It's like a model. Nowadays you just rent a house for a year, you put it on the Airbnb, you ask more money on Airbnb than you're paying, and that's how you make profit. If you do it with 10 houses, you can live off that. So there's a lot of people doing that in Thailand. So Airbnb is not the right site. The best place to do it at the moment, the most houses I can find is through Facebook. There are some Facebook groups, for example, Phuket Living. You find all the kinds of normal houses and cheaper houses there as well. So that's what I would do. Zie YouTube, je naam viel op, ook op BTC. Pim van Rijswijk, zie YouTube. Volgens jullie naam viel er ook. BTC Family, YouTube. Hè? Wat vind je van... Oh, it's a YouTube channel, de fiscale fuik, crypto-eigenaar. Okay, I don't know them. I'm gonna check it. Maybe you can share the link with me and then I can... then I don't need to scroll the whole internet. Pim van Rijswijk, YouTube... wat vind je van de ontwikkeling van rond en EK en de SEC? Yeah, what does it mean? It doesn't mean that much. It means that that there will be more a bigger regulatory framework around crypto, which means mainly focused on the United States, because the SEC doesn't have any shit to say about Europe or any other country like Thailand. So they want it to be secure for people to be investing in Bitcoin. So whatever they do, it won't work. And in my opinion, why won't it work? Because even if they regulate everything and do everything the right way, which they did with FTX, there's still a possibility that the owners of FTX screw everybody. And that's what we saw now. People lost money. It wasn't a highly regulated market in the United States, overseen by the SEC. So how could that have been happening? It happened. So for me, that means it doesn't mean shit. So I'm not looking at that anymore at the SEC. I don't think they have influence on the whole crypto market, maybe on the United States, but the rest, I don't know. The market will turn around. So no, I again, Fulmer, I don't know what time you came in. I'm not expecting the market to go lower, but that being said, there is always an option that we go lower. And what I just said is that you need to be buying around that bottom area, and we are in that bottom area. And if you buy at 16k, or if you buy at 12k, so it's 4k difference. If we go to 100k, that 4K difference doesn't matter anymore, and so for me, I'm focusing on buying at the moment, maybe adding a few alts that are bottoming out as well. I'm discussing a lot here with the crypto community. There's a few projects that they are telling me is really doing well, so I'm going to look into those projects as well, and maybe invest a little bit in that. So it's there's a lot of stuff possible, but timing will never be perfect, so you should be buying at the moment. We are near that bottom. I don't see 8K happening, and 10K also not, and 12K also not. If I see anything happening, and it's a wick to 14,600, but even that, it's not my plan. It's not my idea. I'm not Satoshi, by the way. Yeah, and on Facebook, Peter, there's a lot of groups that offer normal house prices. The monetary system is collapsing. What do you think about this situation? What's next? So what's next? That we build a new monetary system with the people. We don't need to build a monetary system that is created through a centralized organization like a government. Like completely back in time, in history, we were exchanging beans for nuts and milk for eggs. That was our monetary system. Nobody could change that. It was just the agreements that we had among each other. So that monetary system could also be built now in a digital way on Bitcoin. If we just all agree that Bitcoin is a new form of money and start to use and transact it, we will also force people to accept it. Every time you go to a store, to a bakery, and tell him, yeah, why don't you accept Bitcoins, he is going to think about it, and in the end he will start to accept Bitcoins, because he will understand that that's the way to protect his capital, and by accepting an asset as Bitcoin. So, it's I think we already see that everything collapsed. I think that that's the reason why that central banks' digital currencies are being created, because then they can make not only a worldwide reset in freedom of people, but also a reset of the monetary system. Yeah, it all went wrong. Yes, we all created too much inflation. Yes, we all had too much debt. But let's do it again now in a better way. And so let's just stop using all that currencies, and let's just start using worldwide this central bank's digital currency that will make everybody happy and not own anything and all that stuff. And that's why I think. You can't save this anymore. In 2008, 2009, already we should have collapsed, and they saved it by printing a shitload of money. Like, just realize in the last couple of years, this has been printed like almost like 80% of the total money supply has been printed in the last couple of years. So, or they turn on the printer again and they start to print and they start to save all the rich people again, and through the rich people and the companies, the money will flow down to the normal people again. Or it is going to collapse. That's just how it is. And I am betting on Bitcoin, and some people are betting on gold, some people are betting on real estate. But you can see the shift that less and less people are holding money on their bank. It's like nobody has a saving accounts anymore because you pay interest. So people are diversifying their money from the banks into real estate, into gold, silver, Bitcoin, assets that they believe that store their value better than the bank's money. So if that continues, then at the end they won't have any money left to do their stuff what they are doing, like fooling people. I have the same question. Should I only buy Bitcoin? Maurice, Big Buddha. No, we haven't been to the Big Buddha. Yes, we need to go to the Big Buddha. Should I only buy Bitcoin? Oh, wow, I'm a Bitcoin maximalist when it comes to Bitcoin. Is the only decentralized one. So like always, the biggest part of my portfolio is in Bitcoin. But I'm also buying some altcoins, because also these altcoins might, in the short term, outperform Bitcoin. And that's what I'm doing. I'm managing my capital. So I need to make sure my capital grows. And sometimes I will invest a little bit of that capital in an alt that I believe that will go faster up than Bitcoin. And for example, at the moment I'm looking at Near protocol, just looking what they are doing. To be very honest, I'm looking more at layer 1 assets protocols, because I think they have a higher market cap to be able to survive the bear market, to be able to come back and bounce back to the levels that they were. I'm not looking into these pump and dumps at the moment, because I'm really getting sick of so many people losing so much money because of the pump and dumps. So focus mainly now is on layer 1 and decentralized exchanges. That's where I invest as well, because I believe that will be the savior for the whole shit show that we saw in the last couple of months, with FTX, but now also maybe UOB and any other exchange that could fall. These decentralized exchanges, like I made a video yesterday or the day before, I don't even know anymore. You just connect your own wallet to an exchange, do your trade, and your bitcoins are only in your wallet. They can, even if that exchange collapses, the bitcoins are still yours. So that's the only way I'm gonna trade in the future. I can't put it louder. You need to put it louder. Maybe I speak too softly or something. I need to make it closer like this. Sorry for that. Maybe it's not loud enough, but or is it maybe on my streaming? No, I'm maxed out in loudness, so I can't make it louder. Do we have any other questions, guys? There was a lot of questions already. Here, another bam commercial. Let's go into the commercial. Now, guys, why am I shilling Bybit so much? Because that's the question that you have in your mind now, and you want to say, "You motherfucker, shiller, you're shilling Bybit." Bybit at the moment though has a 30,000 bonus, not a 4,000, but a 30,000 US dollar bonus. $30 for just signing up, and then 30k extra if you deposit a lot. So I would always sign up now and claim that $30 because that is for free. Then you earn $30, and then you can get 30k extra if you deposit. You know. Why Bybit? Because Bybit for me is a next level trading, like the logo is saying. And I've met the team now 4 times, the CEO, Ben, all of the people, very trustworthy, a very good team, strong team, a whole big family, completely transparent. Don't do anything with your money, instead just holding it and giving it back when you need it. So they are not using that to do other stuff like FTX and many others do. So that's why I'm shilling Bybit, and I think Bybit also is looking way more in the future than many other exchanges, and that's why they support, for example, Apex DEX, the one that I've been talking about many times as well, because they understand that the crypto community will want to keep their capital safe in the next bull run. And so one of the things that they are doing is they are diversifying their marketing into also supporting DEX like Apex. So Bybit is a smart team of people that is based in Singapore. I don't know if you know anything about Singapore, but it's one of the countries with high salaries. It's not like Thailand. I think they have more than 1,000 people working for a high salary in Singapore, which means they are solvent. So yeah, I really think Bybit is the one at the moment. So that's why I'm talking always about Bybit, and you will always see the Bybit links and not many others. How do I plan to stay in Thailand? Yeah, Andrew, that's a very good question. Is my kids here? No, my kids are not here. They are not here now. We are really discussing it every day. We are even looking into renting a house for a year at the moment in Thailand. So we found a very beautiful house. A very cool story is the guy from my hometown, Venlo. And he texted me, "Hey, are you in Phuket?" And, yeah, I'm in Phuket. I'm a real estate agent here in Phuket. Do you want to look at some houses? So we found a really beautiful house that really feels Bitcoin family, like our style, like one of the house that we originally sold. That kind of vibe inside of the house. A lot of wood, a lot of Buddhas, a lot of Asian sculptures and all that stuff. So we really like that house. We went looking at the house, and we can only rent that one for a year. So we are thinking about renting that one for a year, but spending the summer in Europe. So that would be May. My father-in-law turns, I think, 60. He has a huge party, so we would be there. And maybe May, June, July, something. And then back again to Thailand to spend the rest of the year here, because we all kind of really feel good here, and the life standard is cheap at the moment. To be very honest, the houses are not cheap. It's exploding because a lot of Russian people are living here because they are escaping the war. I would have done exactly the same if I would have been Russian. So they all live now in Thailand because they don't want to be in the war situation, and that's why the prices of the houses, the real estate, is a little bit more expensive to rent at the moment. But you can still eat every day if you want for 80 baht, 60 baht, 100 baht. So 100 baht is €2 70, 60 baht is like €1.50, and you have a full meal, So my massage is 300 baht for an hour. So that's, what is it now? It's €8 for an hour massage. We get private Muay Thai lessons in our own garden 3 times a week, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, with the whole family. So not my wife, she doesn't do, but the kids and me, and we are paying. I think we are paying per lesson 26 euros, and so the whole family. So for me, the lifestyle in Thailand is exactly what we are searching for. Maybe sometimes a little bit too warm, but the value I get back for my bitcoins that I spend here is way more than the value I get back from my bitcoins in Portugal or the Netherlands or anywhere else in Europe, you know. So for me in the bear market, I don't want to spend too much Bitcoin. So I don't want to stay in a place like Europe where the inflation is sky high, and if you buy like 6 pieces of grocery, you pay 100 euros, and spend my Bitcoins on that, because we chose to be flexible. And like I always say, flexibility is the new stability. That's why we don't own anything. That's why we are a minimalist family. We don't have ownership of houses, of cars. Yeah, shit, I have a car, but it's being sold at the moment in Portugal. So we don't have ownership. So we can lightly travel all over the world and adapt to the economical situation. So to keep as much as possible bitcoins in my portfolio, I can adapt and go and live in Thailand, where the life is 3 to 5 times cheaper than, for example, Spain or the Netherlands. So there is inflation. We escape that inflation by taking our capital and our life to that country where the cost of living is way more cheaper. So that's how we live. That's the flexibility that we chose to have by not owning real estate or anything else that ties us to a land, to a country. That's what I need to say. So we keep living by that value. You know, flexibility is our new stability. So, Peter, 26 euro. That's low for us. Yeah, it's like 26 euro is for like we are with four, and mostly my brother and sister do it. Like we have 6 people, private training in the garden, like almost 2 hours. So that would be like 4 euros, like let's say five, no, not even five, 4 euros 50 per person for 2 hours private training. So yeah, you know, you can't complain here. And you know, I hope you can see I'm losing weight already and I'm gaining muscles and I'm becoming stronger again. Yeah, I really needed to lose some kilos, guys. So I'm feeling happy here, and the kids as well. We are thinking of moving to that new house, which is closer to Patong. um, and why Patong? Because Patong, there is of course a little bit more party, and yeah, no, that's what the kids also want: some party and some cinemas and all that stuff. So that's why, you know, we didn't figure out yet exactly what is the best spot for us in Phuket to live. We did figure out that Phuket is more interesting for us than Koh Phangan. My wife and I, we loved Koh Phangan. We loved the quietness, the coolness. But again, we have puber kids that get bored in Koh Phangan and that need a shopping mall and that need a Pizza Hut and that sometimes want to have a McDonald's and I want to go to the cinema and I want to go to a party. You know, they just want to be puber kids like we were as well. So we need to adapt to that, and that's why Phuket at the moment is our place. Yeah, there's like really not many likes. It's only 35 likes, so I must be doing a shitty job again. But we are going up in viewers, like 99 viewers. That's a good thing. After, oh my god, I've been already talking for how long? Oh, like 40 minutes. Terrible. Yeah, Koh Samui would also be an option, Andrew. Thanks for asking that question. Koh Samui, we have thought about that as well, but we have been in Koh Samui, Koh Phangan, Koh Tao, that area for many years. So we want to experience it here a little bit more. And I think the advantage for Phuket is that it has an international airport. So there's more direct flights from here to, for example, Dubai or to Singapore or to any other international place where we would love to go to speak or to work or whatever. For example, we were now just invited by Boracay. Boracay is in the Philippines, an island. There's a huge Bitcoin community being built. It's more than 250 venues accepting Bitcoin for as a payment. So we have hotels, groceries, bars, everything is accepting Bitcoin in Boracay. And they invited me to come there as a speaker, but also, you know, supported by making videos and all that stuff. So we were thinking about maybe go there for a week and just explore it and see how beautiful the Bitcoin community there is doing it in Boracay. So yeah, it's pretty central here from Phuket, so it's easy to be flying to those places, and that's also nice. Peter B. What is the famous spot? But Grillen, soon. Soon I'm coming with a solution for the 10K. To be very clear, I can already tell you at the moment we are lowering it to 8K, but that's only solely for the Bitcoin family community, no one else. Only if you use our links, 8K is the minimum for Bitcoin. Ethereum USDC is still 10K. Only Bitcoin is 8K now the minimum. That's a scoop. But we are building something else that we can give more people access in a way that they can maybe share an account or something, you know. So we're talking about that with Sequence, and I will come back to that Krillin 86. A cleaner, how much does she cost? If you rent a house, that's all included, guys. So all the houses that you rent here is included, the gardening and the cleaning. So it's like one time a week they do the huge cleaning of the house and the beds and all the stuff. And the garden they do like 2 times a week, and the pool they do one time a week. That's always included in the price. If you would like to have a, how do you call it, a nanny or a nanny slash cleaner slash help in your house. How do you call it respectfully? I don't even know the right name for that. But if you want like to have a help in your house for doing the groceries and the cooking and cleaning and all that stuff, at the moment it's around 20 to 30K per month. So it's 20,000 to 30,000 baht per month, which would be 20,000. Let's say anywhere between 500 and 600 euros per month, and you have somebody working for you full time to help you in the household with cleaning, cooking, shopping, and all that stuff. So for 500 euros, you're saving yourself a lot of time by not needing to do all that stuff. So that's also cheap. We don't do that. We my wife still wants to do it all herself. We only have because we rent the house. Yeah, the cleaning and everything and the gardening is included. Yeah, Koh Tao is amazing diving, so we definitely will go to some islands and dive and do boat trips and all stuff. But at the moment, we were just like really chilling here and feeling like each other's feeling safe. But we also like I want to really focus on myself, and that's what I've been doing now for the first 6 weeks that we've been here, focusing on myself. Sports every morning, eating healthy, a lot of walking, making better videos because I really got sick of only talking about prices. I want to do the more talks more, so I ordered all mics and all that. I want to do more discovering videos again. Well, I'll talk about Bitcoin, but also about life and everything else because I think I'm equipped better for that kind of videos where I can also educate people on the use case of Bitcoin blockchain in life, and not only about the monetary trading part. And I know by talking about trading, I get more views and I get more referrals to all the exchanges, and I earn a shitload more Bitcoins because of that. But I just want to focus on educating people more about the real important stuff in life, and maybe we will drop in viewers and everything, but you know that's what it is. I need to focus again on how I feel happy, and I started YouTube by walking on the beach in Thailand every day, just walk and talk about Bitcoin, the news, a little bit about life, and that's what made me happy to be able to like be able to express my opinion on certain stuff in the industry and in life, and not only about the price. So slowly we'll see a shift to more and more talks about that as well. Apex, Bybit. No. Apex is completely separated from Bybit. So Apex is completely decentralized. Bybit is just one of the investors in Apex. So it's completely separate. Apex you use by connecting your MetaMask or your Trust wallet or your whatever wallet you use. There's a lot of options. Um, I could show you, for example. Maybe I can show you this. Let's see if I can show you a little bit about that. Do you want me to show it? Because else I'm doing this work for nothing. I can try to show you how it looks and what kind of wallets you can connect so you understand a little bit. Baba Bitcoin, moving to Thailand. This house is big, so it's a little bit more expensive. This house is 5 bedroom, and a sports room, office slash sport room, huge kitchen, 4 bathrooms, and then still a maid's room and a maid's kitchen and a maid's bathroom. Uh, Huge garden, yeah, with a huge pool, as you can see. I don't know if you can even see the pool, but the pool is over there. It's like 12-meter pool, so you can really do your baantjesstrekken. How do you say that in English? In English, so yeah, it's near the beach. It's like a 6-7 minute walk to the beach and into the center. We always do everything by scooter, by the way. So it's these ones are a little bit more expensive. These are around, I think, normally now it's different prices. Now it's different prices because of the demand. It's like Bitcoin. There is not enough offer, but there is a shitload of demand because everybody wants to be here. So when there is a lot of not many offering and there is a shitload of demand, they will make it more expensive, and that's what we are seeing now in Phuket. The rest of Thailand, I don't know. I think it's a little bit more cheaper, but normally you should be able to get these kinds of houses for let's see, 4 or 5K a month. Yeah, normally. But you have like there's townhouses like normal houses with 3 bedrooms, a shared pool, a beautiful garden, going for 50K a month. So that's like about 1,500 euros a month, I think, a little bit less. You have a beautiful house here as well. Sometimes hotels and apartments are even cheaper than houses that you need to want to be living in a hotel or an apartment. How much money I need for start a life like you and my family, 2 kids, 3, 5? That's a difficult question for me to answer. That depends on how you live life. Like for example, um, when we went all into Bitcoin, we lived of 30K a year the first 2.5, almost 3 years. So 30,000 euros a year is what we spent, and it's including traveling, housing, food, everything else. And how did we do that? By living a minimalistic lifestyle with only backpacks and backpacking. So we made it an adventure, but in a cheap way. We slept on small house, like the small beach bungalows and all that stuff. Just kept it fun and adventurous. And if you do it like that, it's like 30K a year. If you live the way that we live now, it's easy 50 to 60K a year, and sometimes even more if Bitcoin is at the bull market top, I'm willing to spend a little bit more to also show the kids why we lived minimalistic, why we now are able to live a little bit more luxury, because we did or took 1 or 2 steps back, and now like 10 steps forward again. So it depends. It depends completely how you live life. If you're happy to be backpacking, and that means not like nothing but like nice small bungalows with a big pool that you share with all the other bungalows on the beach, like you can sleep here for 20 euros a night. That's 30 nights at 600 euros. So and then you do the food, it's like 5 to 10 euros a night. So it's still cheap, it's still possible. Tell me about Bitcoin Bam Bam Beach. Are you creating community there? Yeah, Baba Bitcoin. The goal is to do that. The goal is I'm talking to a bar owner now, and that has a bar on the same beach that Bam Bam Beach was, because we are not allowed to open anymore in that one because that owner screwed us with the license, and so now the new owner of another beach bar on the beach that wants to open, I'm negotiating and talking and just seeing what the possibilities are over there. I think it makes sense to make a video on Thailand talking about visa, renting house, the local costs. Yeah, cool. Yeah, maybe I can make a cool short video about that. The yearly charts of some alts are the algo. You should expect the last flush, so whales can buy them very cheap. Yeah, if it comes to the altcoins, yes, I can see that maybe there will be a last flush, but there is also. Yesterday I was analyzing the NFT in a part of the industry, and I can see NFTs already increasing with 30, 40, 50%. So where we expect another flush, we can see the NFTs going up already in price, and we can see that apes are being sold again for a few hundred Ethereum and all this stuff. So if people are still willing to spend that kind of money on NFTs, then they are certainly willing to spend also that kind of money on certain trustable tokens and coins. So yes, there will be altcoins that will crash way down further, but I don't feel this. I at the moment don't feel that the community is willing to be dumping their tokens. They already lost maybe 75, 80%, 90% of the value. So why would they be selling now? They would probably became smaller because of the last couple of cycles we had in Bitcoin that they're adding. So they're doubling up their Cardano, or doubling up their Polkadot, or doubling up their Chainlink, whatever currency they believe in, because they know if they double up now, their dollar cost averaging for the alts as well. And when they go up back in the bull run, they will go up and make their profits on ADA, Algo, or whatever other cryptocurrency you believe in. Apex is very interesting, guys, because people don't understand the difference between Apex and many other decentralized exchanges, but they will soon, because more and more news is coming out. But the fact that they work on an order book in a decentralized ways with a leverage up to 30 is massive, is massively news, and people don't get it yet. But when they get it, I hope they use my link, because then I even earn a little bit because of all the information that I give every day. Yes, am I allowed to earn also a little bit? We don't know. We don't know. We do need to go to Europe. We still have the house there as well, and the house there is till July rented. So people, I rented it out now to someone else, but we still have some private stuff there. So we need to clean out the house and all that stuff as well. And then probably May, June, July, maybe go to Europe, go to Spain, go to Portugal, maybe go to the Netherlands. My daughter wants to go on a short holiday with her girlfriends, and then back again to Thailand, or whatever is possible then, because if they do really something retardedly with like vaccination shit, we won't be going back. 50k in precious metals, so you still want to buy Bitcoin. Why? I don't know. Precious metals is also a good investment. It will not grow as fast as Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at the bottom at the moment, and I do believe that we will be able to create a new all-time high, which means that we will go higher than 70,000 US dollar. We are at 16,000 US dollars, so that means I believe that we go a minimum times 4. So your capital times 4 now is, I think, more than precious metals will give you in the next 2 years. So the next 2 years, precious metals would maybe increase with 10 to 15% or something, and Bitcoin will go 400%. So that's why I keep invested in Bitcoin, because the cycles show me what happens every time again, and I'm happy with those returns. No, my kids don't go to school for the EZ games. They don't go to school. They have never gone to school since we traveled, and we will never send them to school anymore during our travels. Only if they want to go to school, they are allowed, of course, to go to school, but they don't want to go to school. I think they are very bright, young, creative children that learned a lot by the school of life. And the school of life, I mean living life the fullest in a different way than other people do, to connect to other people in different ways, and to understand that life is not only about getting a certificate that doesn't mean shit in the new world that they will be growing up. Because if you go to school, the only reason you go to school is to not become smarter. At that moment that you're that age, you don't really think about that. You only think about, I need to have a diploma, and with a diploma I can get a good job. I don't want my kids to have a good job. I do want my kids to be entrepreneurs and to take care of their own capitals, and never work for a boss that determines how high their ceiling is of earning. So they don't speak Thai in school. Long answer on that short question. Oh, sorry, Krillin 86. So I think you misunderstand how the spot bot is working. You're not giving it away. So the spot bot, you put it in your Bybit account. So Bybit is the exchange that you trade on. So you deposit the 10k or the 0.5 Bitcoin, whatever you want to deposit, on that Bybit account that is yours. In Bybit, you can make an API key that gives the possibility for other people to trade your account. Only trade it. They can buy and sell, but they can never withdraw or take the Bitcoins. And that key is being connected to the bot. And then this bot is going to trade on your account. So your account is still yours. It only automatically allows the bot to trade on your account. So everything that stays in your Bitcoin account and Bybit stays there. And at the end of the month, when you made profit, that's the moment you pay the fee to Sequence. So they can't even take the fee. Only when you make profit, you share a little bit of your profit with Sequence. And you are the one that pays it to Sequence. They can't take it because you're trading from your own account. You're not trading, you're not giving your Bitcoins to someone else. You're putting it in your own account. That's why you need to walk through two steps. Sorry for that. You need to look, I'm going to share the screen one more time. So the moment you do this, I'm going to share a little bit with it. On the bitcoinfamily.com, here on the top, you go to products, Bitcoin Family Spot Bot, and here you can see the whole video, the whole explanation, how it works and everything. And this is the text. If you just click the TBF Spot Info, you go to the website Trade with Sequence. This is my partner when it comes to the bot. And then you can see you open a Bybit account, your name, your password, everything yours. There is where you deposit your Bitcoins. And this account is going to be connected to Sequence, which allows them just to trade your account, not to withdraw your Bitcoins. So the Bitcoins can never be stolen from you. They will be on Bybit in your account. That is how the spot bot works. So that's where you find the information on the Bitcoin family. This video explains all of that. While we're here, let's see the price, what we are doing at the moment. It's nice. We again had a short. So over here, we can see the short signal. We can see two red triangles. We are down below the yellow stepping line. A short flag. Oh, over here, there's the short signal. We can see the green declining and starting the blue over here. So the blue line was down below the yellow line. So that's a multiple confirmation of taking that short. At the moment, it's not like that huge short. It's like here, it's now 0.3%. A little bit profit, but leverage of 10, that would be way more. But what more interesting is now is that that we can see this Bollinger Band on the Bam Bam indicator. Here, this blue area, and the blue lines is becoming very tight. You see, and every time when that happens, we get a breakout. Every time when it like compresses like that, there will be a breakout. And we are in a compressing phase already now for some time. So or we break to the downward side, and then the level could be 16,700, or here 6,900, 16,600. This is the 1 hour chart that I'm looking at. So and if we move back to the upside, we will probably go to these levels of 0.786, 69,900. That's how the Bam Bam indicator works. On the day channel, we can see the same. We are still above the yellow stepping line, a very tight compressed Bollinger Band. I hope on the daily chart that we're going to break out to the top, so to these levels of 17,600 again, and break that one so that we can hunt for higher levels. But you know, let's see. If we go break to the downward side, like I said in my video yesterday, these levels here on the dotted line, 14,600, is a possibility. Okay, hope that was clear. Now I go back to my ugly fuzz. Yes, here it is. So, and can I still see your chat somewhere now? Is it here? That's here. Yeah. Okay, we have been going always almost an hour, guys. 100 viewers. Okay, we picked up some volume. Let me see what more questions we can see. Doesn't make sense to learn to trade to make money anyway. So you need to ask yourself, Epsilon, do you have time to trade? If you have a full-time job and you think you're able to trade, then I can tell you that won't be possible, because you need all that time to trade. It's not easy to just be able to trade after 6 when you come home from your job and trade for 2 hours, because you need to trade the market, and when the market moves, you need to be attending the market and buying and selling. So it's not that easy. So trading is a full-time job in my opinion, because else you will not be making a shitload of profit. That's why a bot, the bot that I'm using, is trading 24/7, and this bot is trading all the time that you're working, sleeping, whatever. having beautiful time with your wife in jiggy time, whatever you call it in your country. Um, the bot is trading, and it's spot trading, so it's buying and selling without leverage, and that one makes 3% a month. So to be able to make 3% a month as a trader should be normally easy if you really focus on trading. But if you're not able to focus full days on trading, I wouldn't choose to become a trader. Then I would choose to become a swing trader, for example. So you just trade the bigger moves. You sell the tops. You buy back the bottoms a couple of weeks later, and then a couple of weeks later you sell the top. That is a different way, but then you're a swing trader, and you're not your day trader. That's why there is a huge difference between swing trading or day trading. For me, as an investor slash swing trader, I invest in projects, and I trade the bigger weekly candles, so I don't need to be attending the screen every day. All my positions are set in USA and now in Euro, and I'm not sure what the best agreement for an exchange to you like. I have all my positions all set in USA. I am now in EU, Portugal, and am not sure what is the best recommendation for an exchange that you like. For me, I love Bybit, non KYC. So for me, that's the one I am using. Hans M. The family token, yeah, what it was intended. Sorry, I was intended to use the family token to incentivize people to be interactive as a Bitcoin family. So my goal was from building the five-headed Bitcoin family, me, my wife, and my three kids, into a huge worldwide Bitcoin family where we would incentivize each other by using the family token. So, for example, if you watch my videos, there will be a QR code, you scan them, you earn some family, and then that family you can spend in the shop or for trading, and then the fees of that trading of the shop, the 50% of the profit that we take, and the fees from the trading, we would put in a family fund, and with that fund, we collectively, as a huge Bitcoin family, would build schools, and all the stuff that we like to do, go to orphanages and give them. And because I, as a small family, five people, have been doing this already now for a couple of years, sharing our profits with good causes and charities, I thought, why don't I do this on a bigger way? Why just not create a family token that becomes the incentive for people to hold and trade, and by that also earn stake families and earn families, and by that also buy stuff like t-shirts in the store or the indicators or whatever, and then all those profits that we can make of that, a part of that goes to charity. So that is why I started with the family token, and I started to make QR codes in my videos, so that I thought, like, if people can win 10 family, like 60 cents or 50 cents or whatever it is at the moment, you know, for watching a video, it might not be a lot for you, but it might be a lot for people in Venezuela. So then those people would be incentivized to watch the family token, the Bitcoin family videos, earn Bitcoin family tokens for this, use those tokens to exchange on Uniswap for any other token or buy stuff, and the fees that we would earn as the Bitcoin family, because people use the family token, will be used again to help those people in those countries. So I tried to create a small micro economy to use this family token to incentivize some people that would directly help other people. Did I succeed? No, I didn't succeed. There was a shitload of liquidity. There was all the way up to 300-400k of liquidity that we had at the top, and family almost went to $80 even, and then Ethereum crashed, family crashed, people started to sell the family. So it's not over yet, in my opinion. It's like the idea is still there. There's still a lot of liquidity. There's still a lot of people that believe. But my focus shifted from that into other stuff, sadly, at that moment, because I couldn't. I was not there to. I didn't want to spend too much time in all the negativity of the people that then started to tell me, I bought family at 40 cents and it fell to 10 cents and we lost so much. I didn't want to. I didn't feel good to me to anymore. So that is why I wanted to decentralize the family token. We started as a DAO, so we converted the whole family system into a DAO, where people in an anonymous way could vote, do proposals, what to do with the family token. But that was exactly when the whole market started to turn around and crashed. So people lost interest for supporting and being part of that. And I also was not there anymore every day because I was doing a lot of other stuff. So that's like put the whole family project in a pause. It doesn't stop. It won't stop. But it is in a pause. Maybe I need to make an explanation video on what my plan still is and how we maybe together as a community, as a huge Bitcoin family, can still make that plan work. Because I believe there is still room for improvement, but we need a team to do that. Okay, now hope that was completely clear now. Wow, my voice starts to become haze. Now, I'm gonna end the live. I hope you really enjoyed the live. Again, this is the link to Bybit if you want to get to Bybit. I hope you enjoyed it. If you really did enjoy the video, then I would really appreciate if you give a thumbs up. And share with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. What did you think about this live? Tell your family and friends that yes, there is sometimes being done a live, but there's a daily video and also family videos coming up for the Bitcoin family again, because that is where we need to go and focus more and more about Bitcoin, blockchain, and live again, not only about the price. So if you enjoyed it, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. We deserve thumbs ups. I deserve we me and my other personality again. But if we can see that at the moment only 70 likes, so we should have hundreds of likes already, man. But no. Thank you so much. I will do some more lives again. I will stay healthy. Thanks for your time and being here. See you next time again. Enjoy your beautiful Friday. I'm going to have dinner tonight with Sean from Hard Forking and with Ben and Casey with their Bitcoiners, programmers with kids, and Lex and A. So we're gonna have a beautiful dinner tonight on Friday, and then see what this weekend will bring for us again. Thank you for watching. Dankjewel. Vielen Dank. Merci beaucoup. Kap kun kap. And zooming out now. Thank you. See you next time again. How do I even stop this?